Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as per your time zone to all community of Ayurveda at global level. Yes, as I said earlier, that I shall be before you with the three series. One, the regulations of regarding the Ayurvedic medicines or the Ayurvedic practice or the Ayurvedic education. And the second is the brush the bushes beyond the boundaries. And third is the train the tradition, the scientific salutation to the Ayurveda. Friends, this is the first episode about the brush the bushes. I have discussed with you two episodes about the Ayurvedic medicines. The first is the classification, categorization of Ayurvedic medicines into the as per the law of the Indian government and the precautions when you import Ayurvedic medicines from India. Now, that series of the rule and the regulation will be continued. But here I am talking about the brush the bushes. What the meaning of the brush the bushes? Simple. You search the Ayurveda particularly. What is the real Ayurveda? What is the original Ayurveda? What is the Indian Ayurveda? Which will be beneficial to you? Which will serve the global humanity? That is the point what I am going to address in this discussion with you, the learned scholars at the global level and well-wishers of Ayurveda in your own country. Let me invite your attention on the point. See in your periphery of your country. How many organizations are claiming that they are providing Ayurvedic treatment, Ayurvedic management, Ayurvedic wellness for the different elements of the human body or the lifestyle or the stress relievers or the reduction of the weight, like that? How many? Of course, when you watched this, look into the organization, evaluate the personnel running the organization, assess their integrity and the qualification who are running the organization in your country, whether they are accredited people by the concerned authority, either the respective government of your country or the any certification from India, any experience, legalized experience. When I say experience, it never means a person is coming from abroad and sitting with the Ayurvedic physician for 3 months and now he is certified or she is certified to treat the Ayurveda, to provide the Ayurveda treatment in their respective country. No, it is dangerous. It is disastrous. In 3 months, no one can learn Ayurveda. It takes years and years. But in abroad, there are the very self-proclaimed Ayurvedic physicians without any certification from the government of India or the institutions of the India or even their own country. The market is going on. The advertisement is so tricky. They just mesmerize the people. Oh, this is the Ayurveda. This is the Ayurveda. Some people say it is the mystic Ayurveda. Some people say it is the... I don't want to name anyone. But you know very well, you can understand. There are the very good authors and they are the reputed Ayurvedists. Try to differentiate between these two things. Author and the Ayurvedist. You may be a very good author. You may be write very motivational things. You may be write very much good in the about the spirit, soul, spiritualism, many things, inspirational. It never means that you are an Ayurvedist. Yes, I mean it. For being an Ayurvedist, there is a need of training. Only philosophical studies, only philosophical way of talking is not making anyone Ayurvedist. Here in India, we have an undergraduate course of 5 years, 4.5 years, then 1 year internship, then the postgraduate course of 3 years. Afterward, even if people is willing, then the doctorate, means almost 10 years studies. Then one Ayurvedic physician is prepared to treat one. And this is the legal system of country. Colleges are recognized, assessed, evaluated every year, examined, and as students are examined and assessed by the university system, credit system, then the certification, then the registration, and then one Ayurvedist is coming to serve the people. Not by sitting one Ayurvedic physician for 6 months or 1 year and you are drumming the beat that you are an Ayurvedist and you can serve the Ayurveda in abroad. Not at all. So, here is the question. How to cope up this problem? Raise your answer. India government is inviting scholars for whole undergraduate studies of the full length, postgraduate studies of full length, all the scholars from all over globe. And you may take the admission here through the ICCR and the Ministry of External Affairs and the Ministry of Home Affairs of Government of India after the clearance. And then return to your country and serve your people with the full-fledged knowledge of the Ayurveda. Experience is a different thing. There are some people in abroad who have the 20 or the 25-year experience of treating people of Ayurveda. I can't deny that experience. I respect that experience. But again, the thing is that what is before law? Experience will not stand before law. The study curriculum, credit system, university certificate will stand before law. You have to choose one. Many Ayurvedic physicians of Indian origin or the Indian citizen, they are going to in different countries, they are running clinics, they are serving global citizens in a very proper way, in a very appropriate way. I request you consult them, and even the governments are recognizing them, respective governments. Even they are getting honor of the respective governments. I don't want to be promoter of someone, so I'm not taking the name, but you can understand. There are the Ayurvedic physicians studied, certified, evaluated, examined, and getting the gold medal and servicing in the Dubai, servicing in the Latvia, servicing in the Germany, servicing in the all across Europe, and even someone in the US. So, my first request to you in the series of the bushes, that whatever organization in your country working on the name of Ayurveda, holistic approach, wellness center, this, that, examine them first. Evaluate them first. Ask their qualification. Ask their degree. Ask their experience. Ask their accreditation. Yes, Government of India has always started the accreditation system. The Rashtriya Ayurvedic Vidyapeeth is in the process. Whosoever in the abroad want to study the Ayurveda, here is the credit system study, and after passing some particular years, someone can get it the certificates and they may do the practice. So my first request with this series is that whosoever in which city or in any country, if anyone is having and bored at the marketing of the Ayurveda, see the person behind that, his her qualification, his her experience, his her integrity. Now, otherwise, see how many forms of yoga. Rishi Patanjali made one yoga system, Yoga Sutra. Everyone is following that yoga. But in abroad, there is a different yoga with a different prefix. What kind of yoga? That is beneficial in the equally as the Patanjali yoga. Of course, when I was serving in the Jamnagar, there is a 3-month course for the foreigners every time. And we were just interacting with those people. But that course was not permitting for the practice. That course was just for the sensitization about the Ayurveda. And then after knowing the Ayurvedic system, you have to study, you have to enroll yourself somewhere for the proper degree, proper certification. In that course, there was many people from many countries. One people asked me one day, quoting a name, that that fellow is having that Ayurveda is prefix with the Ayurveda is different from what you are interacting with us. I said, okay, ma'am. Yes, he was man from New Jersey. I said, okay, fine. You studied that Ayurveda with the prefix of a name, but we, the Indians, know only one Ayurveda. That is the Brahma Ayurveda. What Lord Brahma narrated and just compiled by the Ashwini Kumar, the Indra, Daksha Prajapati, all that, and then by the Acharya Charak Samhita and the Sushrut, Acharya Sushrut Samhita and Acharya Bhagavad, Ashtanga Hridaya, and many things. So I have not quoted the name of Acharya Charak Ayurveda or the Sushrut Ayurveda or the Bhagavad Ayurveda. I directly said, yes, we know only one Ayurveda, that is the Brahma Ayurveda. And in the same way, we know only one yoga, that is the Patanjali yoga. But in abroad, there is the mushrooming of different kinds of Ayurveda with the prefix and the suffix. Fancy prefix and the fancy suffix. No. Don't be in their circle, vicious circle. Come for the Brahma Ayurveda. Come for the Indian Ayurveda. When I say Indian Ayurveda, I never deny that the Sri Lankan Ayurveda or the Nepal Ayurveda. This is the whole Indian subcontinent which is with the Ayurveda. And of course, being India, the origin place, it has some superior hand. Right? So my friends, in this series of the Brush the Bushes, my request to you, when you are visiting any, I can't say clinic, either I can't say shop, any place where the board of Ayurveda is there and inviting you for the management of your mental illness, physical illness, well-being, or anything. Yes, you go there, but ask the question, who is the person running the show? What is his qualification? Whether it has been accredited by some certification of your own country or by the government of India, any Indian institution, and believe on that. Otherwise, what is happening on the name of Ayurveda, many people are making mockery. And ultimately, Ayurveda is getting bad name. Not that fellow. So, Ayurveda is a very, very systematic system of medicine. It is really beneficial to the human being all across globe. It is the way of life. It's a philosophy. It's a system of medicine. It is having all what is needed for a better life. So, follow Ayurveda, but in the real sense, the true Ayurveda. Thank you. Thank you for your precious time. And namaste. We will be meeting again in the next episode. Namaste to all.